Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To my left, I have
Myles.
To the left of him,
Sam.
To the left of him,
Anthony.
To the left of him,
Josh.
and to the left of him, Kody.
Alright.
So who wants to start off?
Sorry. Alright. Sorry.
Sick.
Alright, so we've been working on this, alright? So let's start it, alright?
And now, this week's fucked up question with Josh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You didn't stop.
I was supposed to go, like, you were, okay, you know what?
It worked out. First
We're
time.
gonna try it at the end of it. Alright, so basically, this is gonna be a new segment that we do at the beginning and end of podcasts. Alright, so I have one. Alright, so this one isn't as fucked up, alright? But this is just, I mean, it's kind of fucked up, like, here, I'll just read it, alright? So, scientists at Johns Hopkins University have developed a so-called super gorilla. Though the animal cannot speak, it is very proficient in sign language. It has an IQ of nearly 85 and a vague sense of self-awareness. Oddly, the creature, who weighs 700 pounds, is fascinated by football. The gorilla aspires to play the game at the highest level and quickly develops the skills of a defensive end. ESPN analysis say that the gorilla will be borderline unblockable and would likely average 6 sacks per game. But analysts say that the beast would be susceptible to counters and misdirection plays. Meanwhile, the gorilla has promised to never intentionally injure an opponent. You are the commissioner of the NFL. Would you allow the gorilla to sign with the Oakland Raiders? Not as fucked up, but
No,
kind
it's
of fucked
not.
up.
No. Wait, what?
It's just
Oh my
about
God.
It's just about a
a
gorilla.
gorilla being a, what was it, tight end?
A defensive end.
Defensive end, sorry.
But alright, but this is like, it's a gorilla.
Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't mean to bring harm to people? Is that
He
what you
promised to never intentionally injure an opponent.
Okay.
But he's 700 pounds, and it's like cheating, basically. It's like,
So it's like saying...
he's like 700 pounds of pure muscle, basically.
Yeah, but he's been training his whole life.
He's been training for about, let's say, a month.
A month?
Yeah. So
So he's been training for a month
not even okay.
to
He's
play
not,
football, but he cannot injure anyone.
Not bad.
He promised not to injure anyone.
Okay, but if he injures, what do they do? Just put him down?
Okay, no. He's never gonna intentionally injure someone. So if he gets like angry, he's not gonna like break them in half or something. He's not gonna bane them and like just break their
But
back.
it's a gorilla.
But it's
Yeah.
a gorilla.
So,
I didn't
Is this
know
like
that.
a...
but he promised never to injure anyone.
This is a wild animal, Josh.
No, it's not because he's intelligent. It's a super gorilla.
Oh, so it's like... He knows
And-
what he's doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has a vague.
So it's just a
like,
hairy guy.
No, okay, it's a gorilla. It's 700 pounds of pure muscle.
Okay.
So what's the question?
Would
Would
you
you-
let him sign with the Oakland Raiders?
Would you let him, like, play football, essentially?
I mean, yeah. You know, fuck it. Let's see what happens.
All right, like,
Let's see what happens.
all right, Sam.
You know what? I think I'd say yeah. Just
Yeah?
because, like... I feel like it's sports, but I feel like people have the same expectations. Like, a team's gonna win. If there was a gorilla...
Yeah, they throw a gorilla in there.
playing for another team, I'd watch it way more. I'd be like, okay, I'm interested.
I'm sorry.
That's,
Alright,
so yeah, I'd,
Anthony.
Oh my
so
fucking
sorry.
God.
Hey,
I'm so
you
sorry.
need to stop.
I don't know why the fuck I'm burping so much. I'm so sorry. All right, what would you do?
I don't fucking know. Probably not.
Why?
Because it's an animal.
All right. So
You wouldn't let a super smart guinea pig play hockey.
well, you have a point there.
a guinea pig would die very fast.
It would be the
Slice it.
puck.
Can I like also chip in on what I was gonna say this, but do you care, Anthony?
What?
I was gonna say, you said that I am the commissioner.
Yeah, you were like the
the
head,
NFL commissioner.
like the CEO of the
Yeah.
NFL.
See, I would think about how much money you would get
Yeah.
for people wanting to see that. Like people would want to pay
Oh, yeah.
tickets
But then
to see a gorilla.
Okay,
play
but I
football
wouldn't
live.
put it in the NFL.
I would
Maybe the AFL,
like
the
yeah,
lower
like,
league.
like a lower league or something.
Make them play high school football.
Maybe see where that is, and then like if people are like, I don't know,
But you-
not into it or
You have
wasn't
to
that
think
big.
about.
then-
You'd have to ask the player. Like there'd have to be a signed thing where the players are like, they know they're gonna play against this thing before every game. You know,
Yeah.
like when they're playing against the Raiders, they'd have to be like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna say somewhere in their contract you may or may not play against a super gorilla.
you may get mangled up by a 700-pound fur.
You might get yeeted.
All right, Cody, how about you?
I'm gonna say I really don't care.
Come on, you have to answer.
I mean, I'd let it in just for the pure entertainment value,
Yeah.
but I would not want to be the commissioner after that.
No,
I'd be like, you know what? Let it go, but I'm quitting. I'll see you guys later.
I would just look
For a
at
completely different reason.
it.
For a completely
I'm
different
just
reason.
looking at it like if I was commissioner, like from that perspective, money.
Yeah.
As a person watching football, that's awesome.
Like I want like
What would you say, Josh?
I would say
I wanna see
yes, only because I'd be afraid to see what it does if I said no.
That's a good point too.
Just fucking rip people in half. Like you know what? Just imagine like the draft or whatever. Like, and the Oakland Raiders pick Super Gorilla.
Not the gorilla, and then just starts throwing tables around.
He's got like a suit and
But
tie on,
imagine-
just sitting there.
Imagine the gorilla just break through a defensive line. Just like grab people.
Smashing heads together.
Sounds like the one.
I have a what is wrong with you and gorillas?
Yeah, no, this is the second,
This is the second
question
question.
with the
You
gorilla.
know what? That is true. That is true. It's the
If
second
your
gorilla.
closing question is with a gorilla.
It is not. It is
Okay.
not. The second one is a little bit more fucked up.
Alright, cool.
I don't get how this one's fucked up.
It's not.
I mean, it's more moral. Like
yeah, it's more like, would you let people like take the chance of getting hurt? Just
You
for,
could-
It's like a
you
would
guys
you
say
rather
entertainment,
question.
or would you be more like,
By the way, why do we have like 50-some cents on the table?
This is actually my change from the other day.
50, 60,
Like,
70,
all right,
80? It's 81 cents.
you guys said
So we got
that.
81 cents on the table.
You guys said the last question was kind of fucked up, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna dial it back a little
We
bit.
should totally have a deck of cards out here.
Let's play Uno while we're doing our
Because
podcast.
you're gonna hear the
Son of a
flipping.
bitch!
So, shit, what was I gonna say?
Uh
The
oh.
next one, I mean, it's
Don't talk about it. No spoilers.
All
On
right.
to the next thing.
Alright,
Alright.
let's tell a story.
I have a story.
Anthony has a story.
Anthony
So-
has a story.
So today I was working, and I work in my hometown. That's all I'm gonna say. But I wear the same hat every day, and like I don't know. Today I don't know.
Stop
Anyway,
switch.
my hat is kind of like it looks like a military or like a marine, like kind of like brown
Yeah.
or whatever. And I was blowing dirt off the road because they're redoing the roads, so there's like dirt like along the sides. And so I'm walking down and I have my headphones on, so like I'm just blocking out people all around me. And all of a sudden I feel like a tap like on my shoulder, and I turn around and there's like this dude just like looking at me, and I turned off the leaf blower, turned off my music and everything, and like just I was waiting for him to talk, and he goes, "Thank you for your service."
That's all he said.
He said, "Thank you for your service," and I said, "What?" And then he looked at my hat, because it's also like a green too. There's like green underneath it. It's like a Mackinac Island hat, and it's like brown and green. And he like looked at that, and like caught himself. He's like, "Thank you for your," like looked at my hat, and then I said, I was like, "What? Where do you see like anything like I'm a veteran or anything or in the military?" And he just said, who do you work for? And I said, "I work for the city." And he goes, "Thank you for your service," and walked away.
Jeez.
So moral of the story,
Well, you're
Anthony's
getting paid
impersonating
for it.
an officer.
So, I know it's not the point of the story, but do you want to explain what you do for the city? Like what your job
I just
entails?
clean it up. I
I'm gonna
mow
clean this city up.
I mow the parks. I mow like around town that need it, and I spend most of my time in the cemetery just doing landscaping and crap like that. It's pretty easy.
So, this is way off topic, but I have a story.
You have a story? Cody has a story.
Next story.
For once in this podcast career, I have spoken up and I actually have a story.
This is the most Cody has ever talked on this.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. I'll take a drink to that.
I will too.
Monster.
Of a Monster, not any alcoholic
Cherry
drink.
Pepsi.
You crazy fucks. Anyway,
Yeah.
White grape. Juice.
so while we were in New York, I went to this bathroom. You know that little square that we were at, that everyone like
Times
gathered.
Square?
Wow, thanks, Josh.
Sorry.
Wait.
But like the square that was indented that was next to the Lego store.
Oh, it was Rockefeller.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Rockefeller.
Twin Tower Memorial.
Okay.
Rockefeller Plaza. But
Yeah.
there was this big ass building, and that everyone went in there to take a shit or whatever.
Yeah, Rockefeller Tower.
Yeah. I went to take a shit, and this dude, like, dressed in, like, some sort of gi or some shit. Like, he looked like a straight Arab ninja from fucking Nigeria. But he was like, dude, can you, like, unpin this thing? I'm like, the fuck? You talking to me? And I, like, unpinned his gi or whatever. He went into the stall. I got into the stall next to him. And he was in the stall to my left, but the guy on the right knocked on the stall door and asked for toilet paper.
Wait, was this guy like in the gi, like butt ass naked when he walked in there? Like, what do you mean, like he pinned it?
Like, he had this, like,
Do you like
sash
disrobe right there?
no.
Oh.
He had, like, this sash thing, and I, like, unpinned it, and he just ran into the bathroom, and then, like, his friend came in or whatever. Anyway.
His friend in the gi as well.
His friend was also in a gi, but anyway.
What the hell are these people doing in Rockefeller?
But, this dude asking for toilet paper. I, like, gave him, like, a bunch of toilet paper, and then I just sort of, like, slowly lingered my hand. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? And that's when I pinched it off and left.
Pinched it off and left.
Oh, that was
You're
great.
like, nope.
So, that's your story from Kody.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else have a story?
None that I can think of. But
Sorts?
I'm sure if I
The only, like,
I mean,
Is it-
today we had a little bit of a story, but we're gonna save that for another time.
oh yeah,
like never.
we had a plan for this podcast. We're gonna talk about it later, and
Yeah.
you'll see why. Anyway,
Just things were coming up, and we were excited, then got shot down.
I'll just say this: we were gonna do a skit, pretty big skit, the one we were talking about in the last podcast.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
yeah.
Like this really big one. We've been
The one
planning
with like
for.
the fake blood and
We've been
stuff.
planning it for a long time.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
not necessarily planning it, but like the idea was there,
Yeah.
and we talked about it at lunch a lot.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it today,
We needed all 6 of us.
but Joey had other obligations that came up, and then it took longer than it was supposed to, so he wasn't able to. We're not blaming him. We're just saying like things didn't turn out the way we thought
It's delayed till Sunday for now.
for recording it.
Yeah.
You speaking of Sunday, should we mention the new upload schedule?
See.
Who wants to? Should I?
Alright. Sam, you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Am I gonna mention the thing about gaming videos too that we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
So-
like it's not just gaming though. I feel
Like,
like it's just
yeah, I
any
know you
extra.
meant, but-
Yeah.
Gaming and so
Yep.
we finally have established an upload schedule.
After
and,
fucking 4 years.
yeah, and we're gonna try and really stick to it.
Yeah.
And if we don't, there'll probably like if we don't have a video ready for one of those days, there'll probably be something.
Like filler content or
Yeah,
something.
we have a bunch of stuff
We
that we
do.
could use.
We
but-
do have filler content.
So like Sundays will be for like
Joey's jump.
bigger videos, like skits, vlogs, trips, whatnot. You know. And then like
yeah.
normal videos we do. And on Wednesdays will be podcasts. And I think most podcasts will be filmed like a week before they come out. So news you hear on here could be very outdated by then. Or whenever they're recorded. And Fridays will be like gaming videos or smaller videos, like not really skits, but like
yeah.
just like I don't know.
For a while, it's just gonna be a way out until we record
Until
anything
more-
else. Yeah.
More of the members decide to record more.
Or if we
Yeah.
have, if someone wants to put up like personal gaming stuff, if they don't have a channel, like
Yeah.
that.
If so for me, I'm right now in the works of getting my Twitch up and running. If you guys want to go ahead check out that, I will get it all set up soon. I'm gonna be streaming The Binding of Isaac just as more filler content throughout the week if you guys need more content.
Sweet.
What was it? The Binding of
The
Isaac?
Binding of Isaac.
I think Sam had a good idea. I think we're gonna start putting our personal Instagram handles in the description.
So like in the description of videos, we can start putting like our personal like Twitters or Instagrams
Mm-hmm.
in it,
I see.
so people can like
Follow us. Yeah.
follow us
Yeah,
and the channel. You know,
I see.
help ourselves out.
Yeah, to you who is listening and you're not subscribed, but you watch all of our videos, you need to hit that subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please
We
subscribe.
like
Because like we look at the YouTube studio thing, and
The
it says that
analytics.
50% watch, and the other the 50% that watch is subscribed, and the other 50% is unsubscribed.
So we're wondering, what
And
are you doing?
Also, whoever's watching our videos at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah. Well, what the fuck?
what are you doing?
You're supposed to wake up to that.
We
You have school in the morning.
we uploaded our last podcast, and it was what, midnight or something like that.
We had 3 views.
We had 3
before
views
we-
at
1
1
Before
o'clock.
we even saw it.
And then when I got home, like that could, for some reason, that could be like others in the channel, so like have the
Yeah.
account like looking at it a few
But
times.
we
But we
weren't.
weren't. I didn't. But when I got home that night at like 2:45, there were already like at least 10 views on it. So unless you guys watched it a bunch,
No.
someone
We watched it
We
once.
didn't even get.
All right.
We didn't
So
even
thank-
get through it.
I mean, thank you for
Like,
being very.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, we enjoy all the views and stuff, but I mean, there's a time and place. You need to be sleeping and getting the rest you need. 8 hours a night.
Hey, maybe
Healthy
it helps
churro
people.
chats. Healthy
Yeah, that's what I was
churro
thinking.
chats.
Maybe
Dude,
it helps people
you-
sleep.
Yeah, that is
Does
true.
my soothing voice make you fall asleep?
Do I make you want to?
That's
Your eyes are,
tough.
your eyelids are getting very heavy.
I was gonna say something though about the
Sleep,
upload
bitch!
schedule.
Oh, lick your toes while you sleep.
Anyway, for the upload schedule, there is no like time
Now that you're awake.
on the day. I think for now it'll be like if we have the video ready to go before the day it comes out, it'll be up maybe like at midnight or not
Yeah.
right at midnight. That'll be like the time it'll be
Yeah.
like maybe like
Yeah.
this was, you know.
Yeah, like I scheduled it, like it was up like maybe on Monday, and you're able to schedule uploads. That's what I
Yeah.
did with this one. And actually, Friday, the first A Way Out episode is gonna come out, and it's gonna be pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm done talking about upload schedule. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
So, Josh, do you want to talk about the A Way Out stuff coming out? Just so.
Oh, all right, yeah. So it's just me
I
and
mean, it'll be out like
yeah,
already, but still.
yeah. All right, so you guys hopefully you've already seen the video, but me and Anthony, we played through the entire A Way Out game. You know, but play as prison people.
And you
a way
find
out.
out.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, cough.
it's good.
High
We're
five.
gonna try to start doing that. Like we're gonna try to play like a whole game and then cut it up into 15-minute chunks.
And then release it
Yeah, like
every
every week.
Friday or.
If you guys want to see us play a game or something, put it in the the comments.
We got comments. Use them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's why we
What
have.
do you guys want to see?
Yeah,
We have Madden, we got NHL, we got
have
a
we
lot
have
of sports
access to
games.
PC games.
We have
What do
Call
you
of
guys
Duty.
want
we
to see?
do.
We have Lego games.
Yeah.
Also, don't just comment about games. Like, what do you want to hear in a podcast?
Yeah,
Or what do you want to
Give us suggestions. Give us questions.
No, I would
Do you
say-
guys have a story? You guys want us to tell a story on here?
Yeah, if you
Give
want
us
to
a
hear
story.
if you want to hear your story told, we might. Should we put the email account like in the description so they can
I
email us
feel
a
like-
story?
Sure.
So if they don't want like if they
Well,
want to,
we got the Instagram.
yeah, if you want
Or-
like,
So
I guess-
if you want to like message us on there, tell us the story
Yep.
or
I
whatnot.
think you're actually able to DM people on YouTube.
Oh
now.
yeah, you can. Okay, well if you don't want if you want your story to be like anonymous, just say that in a DM, send it to us on the channel here.
and we'll
we'll
tell it
say
on the
it.
podcast.
If you
And
want
we're
your-
only
if you-
telling, we're only telling like
worthy
good
stories.
ones. If
Yeah.
if we read them and
If your story's
it's
like,
really
today I
weird.
woke up, ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich, pet my dog, sleep, done.
that,
Man, we're gonna
or if it's
skip.
extremely like
Inappropriate.
Vague. I
I
mean,
left a 20-foot turd in my toilet and then I ate it and then
No, I feel like
if
we
it's
have to
something
say
like
that.
We would have to
Yeah, we'd have to tell that
your
one.
name, your username will be told
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
story.
You will. The future generations will write songs about you. Oh man.
hey Miles, how
But,
about you put your phone down for like 5 minutes?
I was gonna say though.
Holy
like,
shit!
Hey.
Can you believe this guy?
Hey, so in the last podcast,
no one cares about your sex life.
I'm not talking about that. I am talking about
We're roasting toasting each other
we
now.
we are working on getting somewhat kind of merch, somewhat kind of items that people can
we do
get.
have merch.
We do have merch. You can
Yeah.
get it now.
Yes, we do have merch right now. I actually want to expand to car stickers.
You know she can do that too, right?
Yeah.
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 You told me about
I'd
that.
be,
So,
I'd be the one making them too.
so we should definitely get those out.
They're not a thing yet.
No,
Maybe? No, they won't be.
they
Pretty
they
sad.
could be though, and we'll for sure let you guys know if we ever have any more stuff that you guys can get.
And it'll
you guys want
probably
anything?
be like through.
Paused.
We are back. We had to pause that to discuss a few things, just because it
My
came
bad.
to our minds, and we're all hyped up on drinks, like energy drinks and stuff.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. So we're like, if someone mentions something, it's gonna snap in my head, and I'm gonna have to talk about it. And it wasn't stuff that the podcast really needs to hear.
I mean, other than Discord coming soon, maybe.
Maybe I wasn't
Perhaps.
gonna mention that in the podcast yet,
I mean,
because I don't know how doable it is yet.
They'll,
Hey,
oh,
you know
it's
what?
they'll
super
figure it
doable.
out.
It's
fine.
a
We'll
it's a
figure it out.
plan. It's like we're planning on doing a Discord server soon. We'll talk more about that.
in a
when it's
later
actually, like,
podcast,
it's
when
actually-
it's in
It,
process.
it's a thought right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like up in the air.
So-
Oh,
What,
hey.
How about you tell them if they don't know what it is? What is a Discord?
So Discord is like a chat room kind of thing. Don't think about Omegle or any of that. That's not at
Oh,
all
God.
what it is.
It's not really like
There's no
It's-
dicks.
there's a-
Skype either.
There's a,
No
there's
one
a
wanted
server.
dicks.
It's like a server. There'll be one for like Churro Squad. You go to it, and we can have all these different rooms. Like if you want music requests, people can be in there throwing up
Send
music,
ya memes.
memes, or like there can be one for like if you just want to talk, like real talk. You know, people can talk about their problems to people they don't know.
Maybe you can find some dirty whores. in
Yeah,
the whore
and then there'll be
house.
like our like little area that only we can join, but it'd be like we can join other chats
Yeah.
and
Talk
talk
to
to
ya,
people.
see
It's
how
like
you
a
guys are
24/7,
I'm gonna be in the meme chat.
Yeah.
365
Chance to talk to us.
chance to
and-
just text and see what we think.
Yeah.
I'm spending my time in the meme chat.
That's pretty much just an idea right now. I like it.
Dirty who?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Spider-Man: That Far From Home.
What about it?
Like, I'm really pumped. Like, I've seen all the trailers. Like, I'm really excited for this movie. It's gonna be really good. What do you guys think about it?
I
don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot about it.
so I am one of the biggest Spider-Man fans.
No, I'm a bigger Spider-Man fan.
I'm a
Okay.
biggest Spider Dude fan.
When I think the first like DVD I've ever watched, like superhero movie, was the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. I was gonna say Tom Holland for some reason. They both start with T's. And then I liked all three of them as a kid. I watched them again recently. The first was good. The second was still amazing just because of the train scene and just the actors all playing their parts super well. The third one, I think the third one gets too much hate, but I will say they put way too many villains in there and not enough character development.
Mm-hmm.
And just like they destroy a lot of the stuff they built up from the first movie, like the whole murder story of Uncle Ben. They just kind of go, oh, it wasn't this guy that
Pizza
Peter ended
time.
up getting closure through. It was this other guy. It's kind of a cool twist, but it's also like, you know, you're just making it drag on more than it needs to. And I liked the Amazing Spider-Man. Those actually weren't that bad to me, but
Really?
I don't like how Peter is kind of emo-like. Like
Yeah.
he's really shy, and then all of a sudden he's just. I kind of like how he's just confident now that he has his powers.
Mhm.
but I don't like how he becomes a douche.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. That's not the reason I like Tom Holland is because for one, he looks like he's playing a teenager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks
He's not 30
our age,
playing.
so,
Yeah, he's for someone who has a British accent. Sounds I always forget he is until I see him in interviews.
You know who does like a really good British accent and is like full on American?
Who?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, that's so good. Also, who do you guys think is the best Spider-Man?
Comment that down below.
We're gonna talk about what we think as well, and then we're gonna read through your comments. I personally think it's Tobey Maguire because, like, in that movie, he just looked like a loser. Like that, and that's kind of what Spider-Man is, really. Like, you know, he was kind of a loser before he got like the bite and stuff, and I don't know. It just seems like everyone else kind of was, you know, really confident right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Speaking off of that, the first Spider-Man, I liked how it was. He got his webs from the bite. With the other two, it was like technology that they made. I mean, I guess I get that. Like, it's really cool as technology, but the first one, it came from the bite, and I thought that was really interesting. I really liked that.
It made him really feel like a superhero.
Oh yeah.
Like,
All right, I'm gonna dig into this. I have something to say about both of these hoes. See, in the comics, it actually is a device he makes.
Oh really?
It's not from. There's a series where it is from his like wrists, and that's why they made the movie like that, the first one.
Oh.
But in the comics, it's mostly tech, and so that's why I still like the tech idea, just because it's more to the and it makes more sense. Like,
Yeah.
where does the webbing come from? You
It's
know,
fingies.
I know, no, but I get the whole like sticking to walls and like agility and that stuff. Well, I like Tom Holland. I liked Tobey Maguire, but when you go back and watch those movies, you realize he just looks a little too old to be playing a teenager.
Yeah.
I don't like how the first two series of Spider-Man movies, in the like second one, they're like, oh, he's graduated. I like how in these ones with Tom Holland, they're like, he's 15. I mean, now he's 17 in the movies because they skipped, years. But I like how they're like, he's still a kid. I was 15 when they came out with Homecoming. So when they said he was 15, I felt more related to him.
Yeah.
I also liked how they don't show us him getting bit or the Uncle Ben story. They're like, you know that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's why I liked Ben Affleck as Batman, because at least his story, they weren't like, I mean, they did a little bit, but it wasn't like, it was right at the beginning of Batman versus Superman. It was like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
and
it was credits, wasn't it?
No, it was like
just a
opening.
slow-mo.
It was opening, but they were like,
Yeah.
you get it. We're not gonna spend half an hour talking about it.
Yeah.
It was like, just get to the point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Spider-Man, I like Tobey Maguire, and I get people are gonna say, oh, he's too young to get it. That was the first like superhero movie I watched. I just think when you're thinking about the comic accuracy and relatable characters, I think Tom Holland is good because he still acts like he's just fumbly and stuff in public. And
what still bothers me is how everyone in his grade died from the snap.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
So then when he goes back to school, like, did all the kids die too?
Not all of them.
It's just people in his grade.
I saw a thing where they were saying like his whole friend group survived so they could keep the story moving with them, because they're not gonna cut Zendaya off from Marvel. They're not gonna be like, oh, she's famous.
Kill them, but not his whole grade.
It's not his whole grade. It's his friend group.
Okay.
Like the group, I guess they're not all friends, but like the group in
the
Homecoming,
main,
like the kids that actually had a speaking part.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
But I think it would be cool.
I think there's a couple characters they did say that didn't. So they're gonna like. There's a few that were in Homecoming that might not have.
I see.
Because if you watch the trailers, they're not all there.
Because like, what was the one? Who's the one bully or whatever? Like, do you know?
Flash.
Is that it? Yeah.
Flash.
Like if he
Flash
was
Thompson.
grown up.
Yeah.
Like I could see that.
I do also like how I remember Flash in all the other movies.
Yeah. He's like the big guy.
I like how Flash is still a nerd in this one.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't like Peter. He just
Yeah.
he's like a common, like, I don't think you go around school see these huge guys who are mean to students. I feel like bullies
shoot.
now.
It showed Flash in the trailer. He was a kid.
Yeah, he's still a kid. I like how this Flash is more of a. He's just a bull. He has no reason to be a bully.
He's just an asshole.
He's just mean. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
he just doesn't like Peter. He's not like big and he thinks he has to be mean. That's not. We have a lot of kids. We had a lot of kids at our school that were big. They weren't mean.
No.
The meanest kids were the ones that had no reason.
Okay,
you know,
but
they
I
were
think
just
that's
mean.
how like movies like to show high school.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's why I think Homecoming did really good with high
Really
school.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the minute he walked into the homecoming dance, and MJ's and Dea's character flipped him off, I was like, that's high school.
Yeah.
You see your friends, you're flipping them off.
That's the same with like Shazam. I thought
Sam was really good.
like the
That
the
was
high
good.
school.
I
Like,
didn't see Shazam.
I don't think like the bullies who just made fun of the disabled kid.
go away.
Back off, ass bags. Best line in any movie ever.
I really don't think like that was super like realistic. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, we went to a small
Miles, you're
school.
still on your phone.
I see
Why
lightning.
does it matter?
Just
I
talk.
see lightning.
I was just saying, like, yeah, I just think movies now are getting better at portraying high school. They're not being like, oh, there's this nerdy kid, he gets picked on by big, strong guys. Like, this one's more like, they're in the same friend group, they just don't get along.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just like the way they did it. Like, Peter is, like, still a nerd, you know? But he's, now that I think, like, I don't know, he's, like, not... This is weird. I don't know how to really say it.
Alright, so let's jump, like, now that we're talking about who is, like, the best Spider-Man, I want to jump to, like, different superheroes, like, who was the best superhero. Alright, so for Batman, honestly, I think Christian Bale did the best Batman, but Ben Affleck did the best Bruce Wayne.
I don't know why, but I really enjoyed when Ben Affleck was the Batman. He just seemed way more darker. Kind of like that.
I
Like,
mean,
really
like,
liked
he
that.
did, like, he had, like, a voice changer. I mean, come on.
That makes it more menacing,
That makes-
though. You know?
I love that line. Tell me, do you bleed? That was so cool.
You will. I wanna...
It's just so much more menacing, and I honestly love it. Like, I like how dark they made him. I like how Ben Affleck did a really good job portraying how, like, you know, he doesn't care. He's just rich, you know? He says that in the trailer. And then when they're all just fighting in the one's sewer or whatever, he goes, "Sorry, guys, I didn't bring a sword." Like, that's badass. Like, he just has a huge machine. He doesn't care. He's just there to kick some ass.
Okay. Sorry.
I was just sorry. I want to give my input. It won't be as long as Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sue me, I don't care. But with Batman, I like both Christian Bale and Ben Affleck. But I feel like what Myles said, Ben Affleck in the movies, he's been Batman for a while. So I like how they made him dark, and like when he's fighting Superman, he's not gonna play with him. He's like, I want to finish this.
Mm-hmm.
He's aged. He's lost a lot of people. He's like, I'm done. Not playing around. Christian Bale is more showing us Batman's story from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about that. I think Christopher Nolan you can't go wrong with any of his movies. Like, that's why that trilogy is so successful. The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker is amazing. But I think they just killed Ben Affleck's Batman in Justice League when they made him so reliant on Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I get that Steppenwolf, the like villain. Yeah, he's from space or like a different world. You need Superman to help.
Mhm.
But Batman should not be so. If you want, like even the animated cartoons when we were kids, he did not want anyone else helping him half the time. He was like, I can do stuff myself. But in this movie, he like
That's kind of how Batman's supposed to be.
I
Like,
know,
he's supposed to
but
be
in
independent.
this movie, they're all like, we need Batman to worry about Superman more than himself. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's not Batman. That's not how he usually does stuff. So I was irritated at that. So
Now that we're talking about Batman, it got me thinking like to Joker.
Yeah.
And
that's-
Suicide Squad was
oh
crap.
god,
Terrible.
It was
You know
so
what?
bad. I'm excited for the new Joker.
Me too.
movie
Yeah.
now.
What's
It
that
looks
movie
so good.
called?
just joke.
Is it
Joker,
I'm the Joker,
yeah.
baby.
It looks so good, and I'm a big
Heath?
Joker fan. Like I loved watching
Heath?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, he's the best Joker.
Yeah, he
By
is.
far.
I think
He
the guy
is.
playing the new one.
I
is
feel
gonna
like-
Okay, well, yeah,
He's
he
gonna
won't
be
as
close.
good, but he'll be like.
he's gonna be up there.
He's gonna be way better than
Jared Leto.
Yes.
Yes.
Like that was
He's at the
just.
bottom. Screw.
I heard that they were gonna make a 2,
He's not.
and then
in
that's.
it,
I know. But like,
They have to kick him
I was
out.
like, no way. I'm not even gonna like even.
But you know what?
Think about it.
That soundtrack for Suicide Squad
Was pretty good.
really good.
The
Yeah.
soundtrack and what's the
Harley
yes?
Quinn.
I felt like
Deadshot?
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Margot
Dead-
Robbie.
Deadshot
Yeah.
was good too.
Will
Yeah.
Smith.
But just the Joker was just way off, and it was just
Yeah.
trash.
I like how they tried to go a different route with
Yeah,
Joker.
kind of. They made him
Well,
like a gangster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
made him
made
like
him
he had a
rich.
Lamborghini. Who the hell?
I mean, he can have a Lamborghini, but like it's not. It shouldn't be like he bought it. Like it looked like he like.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
Like it should be like something that like looks like it's stolen
And he made.
and like
Yeah, like-
make it all like I don't know.
what would happen like if like the Joker had someone bring it into like a custom shop and they make it all purple and green. It's like, oh yeah, who's this for? Oh, it's for my mom.
That's what I liked
Something.
about Heath Ledger. Like he had people do stuff for him,
Yeah.
and like he
Yeah.
didn't drive a nice car.
Yeah,
Whatever was
yeah,
available, he
that
took.
too. Yeah,
Like it was just for him. He's like, I don't care who
he
owns
kind
it.
of didn't have a plan. Like you could really tell.
He
but
just wanted to cause chaos.
yeah,
And Harvey Dent in that movie was also. I think
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
talks about him.
yeah.
But
That is
there hasn't been any other like portrayals of
There
Harvey
hasn't,
Dent.
but that's still like.
That's gonna be the standard, honestly, because that's like one of the best.
Yeah. I mean, they take a really good character that, like, at the beginning, you're like, oh, this. If you don't know much about Batman, you don't know who Harvey Dent becomes. You're like,
Yeah.
this is a really nice guy, and then he ends up becoming not a psychopath, but just filled with rage, and you're like, man, this is pretty cool. Like how they can just twist a character like that.
You know what? I kind of want to see like how they're doing the new Joker movie. They should make like a standalone movie for the Riddler. I think that would be pretty
That'd be
good.
cool. That
I've
would
always
be cool.
liked the Riddler.
Yeah.
I bought the game Batman. I think it was Arkham Asylum,
Yeah.
and I loved it because like
I remember
still
I played
had-
that with you. I
they
remember. that.
they still had Joker as the main villain. But every once in a while you'll see this green question mark, and you know for a fact it's Riddler.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like get to the point where I wanted to figure out all of those question marks, but it was just so much. I never finished the game, but like I just ever since then I've liked the Riddler and how like I don't know. I just like the villain. I think
Except,
he's really cool.
was it Jim Carrey who played the Riddler the one
Yeah,
time? Yeah,
I-
no, we're not. We're just gonna forget that ever.
Jim Carrey's a great actor, but
His
Oh,
early stuff
yeah.
was.
I remember.
I
that.
mean,
I think the Riddler's supposed to be kind of silly, but more like
that was just
it's
kind of.
too much.
He had like a skin tight suit. No.
I think this
Yeah.
guy should be like in a 3-piece green suit.
Yeah, that's how it was in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, he should be like classy,
Yeah,
smart, like
classy.
ahead of the game,
Mhm.
not like a friggin' someone got away from the circus and he's like, look at this,
Yeah, no.
figure out this puzzle. That's where we're at.
I think DC, with like what they have out now, it's good, but they need to like set a plan like Marvel. They need to
I heard
get to get right actors, like that
You know
will
what?
have a contract that will be there for all these movies that they're trying to make. Right now, they just lost Superman. They just lost Ben Affleck.
I think they're losing the Flash too.
They're losing
The
everyone.
Flash was really good.
He was, but I don't want to be like one of those like people because the Flash TV show has like gotten the quality has gone down a bit. Like the first and second season are amazing. The third one, you start to see it drop and it just gets worse because the people watching aren't like DC fans. They're like girls who think the actors are hot.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like there's more shirtless scenes of the actor now than there ever was, and I'm like, I can see what they're trying to do. And
Yeah.
I don't want this.
I remember.
I want him running around.
I was talking to.
I want fast guy.
I want a fast guy.
I was talking to this chick, and she said that she only saw that Batman vs Superman for the romance. I'm like, the romance? Are you kidding me?
It's a
Shazam's
3-hour movie.
Yeah, about
Shazam's
Superman.
faster than Flash.
Well, it's 2.5 hours. If you think about it,
Dang.
remember how long
It showed it in the
feels?
cutscene.
I have the Ultimate Edition, which is like 3 hours.
Or
long.
not the cutscene,
That's
but
good. That's actually good because they have
the
more of the like
the credits.
fighting in
That's
it.
pretty cool.
Yep.
The Flash can run infinitely faster.
Nope.
Yep.
Shazam faster.
Anyway, so like DC, they need to do what Marvel did: set up contracts for a 10-year plan, get actors and actresses that will stay there, and make something that will be like super good to the comics, super like
People that'll gain as
eye-popping.
much weight as Thor.
Oh, hey.
But like, what story? Like, I feel like
They don't really
there's
have
not a
story,
lot of
yeah.
stories. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like Fantastic Four could go far.
that's
But-
Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Oh shit!
Right.
I'm super tired.
So I
but I
wanna
do.
say,
Isn't there a movie Fantastic Four
They
coming out?
they
Not coming
rebooted Fantastic Four. What was it, like 2014?
2015.
2015.
Terrible.
It was bad.
I honestly,
But I thought that they
It
were
wasn't
making up
bad.
something now.
I actually kind of liked it with Myles.
I don't like how they take the whole movie to tell the story, and then at the end it's like, oh, now there's a problem. It's like,
Yeah.
can you not?
I have a question for you all.
What?
Alright, so, it was, like, alluded to in Spider-Man Homecoming that Miles Morales is in the MCU.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah, so, who do you think is gonna play Miles Morales?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Hey guys, what's going on?
Will Ferrell.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna jump.
Did you do it? I swear to God. Hashtag Kevin Hart for Miles Morales in the comments. Let's get this shit going viral.
He's short enough.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, what's going on?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, or how about Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface?
He is
Did
a
anyone say-
convincing
Oh, yeah.
African-American
Wasn't-
actor.
I was thinking Donald Glover.
He's too old.
He is too old.
Because Miles
now.
is supposed to be younger than Peter.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, dude, I love that so much.
I want like.
Because
Black
he
Spider-Man.
is black, right?
I'm
Yeah, wait, Kevin Hart?
No, Miles.
Yes, oh my
so
God.
it would
Yeah.
work.
Well, also,
Kevin
Donald
Hart's
Glover's
black.
playing his uncle in the movies already.
Uncle Ben.
And the guy
Uncle
in,
Ben.
no, in Homecoming. You know when he says, "I have a nephew that lives around
Oh,
here."
yeah.
He's Prowler.
Yeah.
They say in the
Pizza
casting it says Donald Glover, Prowler,
Yeah.
in like the online
I hope not.
thing. But I want to backtrack to the DC. Like,
Sorry.
movie. No, you're fine. That was a good question. But so I watch the TV shows for a lot of this stuff too, not just the movies, because it's on Netflix and they're. Marvel has really good movies. Their TV shows aren't the best.
Yeah.
Daredevil is
Shit.
amazing.
Really?
Seasons 1 and Daredevil is super good. That is, it's like their TV shows are freaking brutal. Like in the first episode of Daredevil, there's a woman gouging a guy's eye out and it shows it. Like
Oh, yeah.
she's like it's self-defense. And I was like,
That's hot.
whoa, because I was watching it at like midnight and I was eating. And I lost my appetite from it. I was like, "Jeez, this is not Marvel. Like,
Does,
this is not the. It's in the same universe too,
Does Daredevil use like echolocation?
in a way. Yeah.
Does he just go like?
He doesn't scream. It's like
Just a screaming Marvel superhero. Oh my
Like, you know, when
god.
he's
You'll
getting up in
hear
the
that in
morning,
the
he's just looking in the mirror, just.
He's here.
He's just like look
You'll
in the
hear
mirror
that
and
in
like,
the
man, I look
distance, and then
good.
you'll be like, "Oh shit, here he comes."
Daredevil's here.
He just-
Yeah. So
But
Fucking put Lockwood
I'm not
runs.
done. I'm sorry, I'm not done.
I was gonna say I agree though.
That
Their shows are kind of you know they're
They-
not there, but they're so brutal. Like the Punisher also.
yeah, okay, so
I
the
heard
three,
that was good.
Oh
the
my
three shows.
gosh,
There are a bunch of shows for Marvel. The three TV shows that are good is Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
because that's more like if you want the not backstory, but like stuff that goes on with Shield. If you don't know that stuff, then that's good to watch. Daredevil is really good. Punisher is really good, but stuff like Iron Fist, Jessica Jones is actually getting a little better, but like Iron Fist and Luke Cage, those aren't that good.
Luke Cage sucked. Like,
They're
I thought-
boring. They're just
I wanted,
boring.
I wanted to try like one, and I thought like Luke Cage could like be pretty good. Beginning of season 1 was alright, but it took so long to
They're-
get to his power.
That's the thing is
like, they're sitting in a barber shop for half the damn thing. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like
they're good. Like they're good when they start actually getting to the point of the show.
yeah.
Like Iron Fist, it took a whole season for us to finally like see him actually do something.
Yeah.
The rest of it is him trying to explain like who he is, and I'm like, we don't want to see that, okay?
Yeah.
Was
But 1 second. I'm sorry.
sorry.
But I wanted to track
You gotta
that.
say I'm going. You can't.
Yeah,
get
you
me
got me
stopped.
going. I shouldn't have drank that Rockstar, but the DC movies aren't the best, but their TV shows are super good. I just finished watching Arrow for the second time, like all 7 seasons. That's a good show.
Is Supergirl good?
I heard that
I
was trash.
watched it. They try to fill too many desires for political stuff.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
episodes where they're trying to get rid of guns in a government facility. It's like they're like the FBI. They need weapons, okay? We don't need to be like, no, it could kill people. It's like we don't care. I want to see the woman flying around beating the crap out of stuff.
It's like they'll have an episode of like, they have like aliens or something in space, and we saved the community center, guys.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that. Legends of Tomorrow, first 2 seasons were great. People like the new stuff because it gets silly. It's like Guardians. The first movie was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was almost they tried to overdo the funny stuff, and it just starts feeling like there's no story to it. But Arrow, they have attractive actors for that. It's obviously shows. They're not gonna pick weird looking people.
Yeah.
They pick good looking actors, and they don't try to fulfill people's desire to watch them shirtless and stuff. I think they showed him shirtless 3 times in the last 3 seasons, and that was because he's working out, and he was also in fights where he was getting stuff torn off of him. It was brutal. It's not let's just have him walking around his house shirtless to make people happy.
So
I think the shows are just solid, but that was pretty much it.
was Inhumans good?
No, they
Never
canceled
seen
that right away.
They have a really good actor from Game of Thrones in there. He's my favorite villain of all time.
Who did he
His name-
play?
I don't know, but his name was Ewan Rayon or something.
Aquaman.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, have you started season 1?
I was about to because I just finished watching Arrow again.
Okay. Can I use it after?
If you're actually gonna fucking watch it,
I will,
like you said you
actually.
were 3
You said
months
it was
ago.
on Hulu, didn't you?
It was.
And I was on Hulu, and it wasn't there.
They took it off.
It was December of
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna apologize for my rant, but I got going, and I feel
That's fine, man.
it's a podcast,
Yeah.
and we need to keep these things running.
We're running out of ideas. Not gonna lie.
We didn't know what to talk about when we started. We were planning on just going with the flow.
Yeah, with
I think we have a good.
Welcome to movie night.
Welcome to superhero talk.
movie. So what I think.
Trolls
RP
2!
I have a good question.
Trolls 2!
What, Josh?
All right, so who everyone at this table, who would we be the best actor for if we were casting the Marvel, the MCU?
Are you asking ourselves to answer that, or the group to answer that for each person? Should we go in a circle?
So
Yeah.
who would Josh play?
Yeah, who would I play in the
For-
MCU?
Oh, you're asking us.
in the
yeah,
Marvel.
and we'll just go around in the
In
circle.
Marvel, just Marvel.
Yeah, just Marvel.
Okay, we'll go back to DC later.
What's his name? Is it Chris? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt,
Wait, an actor?
Oh, for Star-Lord.
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 A character he would play.
Yeah.
Wait, are we saying the superhero?
Yeah,
or are
the
we saying
superhero.
The
the
superhero.
actor?
The superhero.
Okay.
And then then the
But
next
that
one.
actor
Star-Lord.
got fired, and suddenly
Yeah.
we are just
They're we
No.
need you guys.
I think Josh has the right humor to play Star-Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, yeah.
I think,
so
Star-Lord.
too.
The quick two. Who could? Okay, Cody.
What do you think?
I feel like Cody could do a good Punisher.
Well, he didn't answer for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cody.
I don't really see Josh as much of a Star-Lord. I think
You're gonna say Hulk because I'm fat, you bitch.
no. I'm not quite sure,
Jesus.
but I'd see Anthony more of a Star-Lord.
I'd see Anthony more as a.
Well, wait. Let me think. Maybe Hawkeye.
Yeah, I see Anthony as a Hawkeye.
Okay.
Hawkeye, because he's kind of, keeps to
Obviously-
Yeah,
himself.
he
Obviously,
kinda keeps to
Joey's the
himself.
Hulk.
Joey's the Hog. Yeah.
Joey
Hulk?
Hulk.
Oh, Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
Maybe.
Not the
We
new
can still
Hulk.
talk about X-Men characters and Fantastic Four characters too. Those are in the
Yeah.
air.
Oh yeah, there.
I was talking more of the movies.
So the stuff everyone knows.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
miss Logan.
Oh gosh.
Logan.
Wolverine.
What are you?
Logan, that was impactful, man.
All right.
Jeez.
Hey,
done
we're
with
not
our
done
segment.
with it. What
All
the
right, we're not done.
Well, if we were
Um,
including all the movies, I'd say myself as a Human Torch.
Hey, you didn't answer for me yet.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Everyone's
Yeah.
supposed
Shazam.
to give.
Well,
he
here,
said
here,
Star
here,
Lord.
let me bring it. We'll answer for each person, like the group will answer for each person, and then
Yeah.
we can go around as ourselves and say what we think we would
Okay.
think.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that's a
Or
good idea.
Back to Josh.
Yeah, back to me.
Miles says Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
I say Star-Lord.
You guys all said Star-Lord.
I'm thinking still.
All right.
Kody, what do you think? Or are you still thinking too?
Let's go more into like why we think Star-Lord.
Well, I think I just
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Star-Lord
You do that one, I
because
think.
he has the look. Also,
Well, thank you.
like no, just like Chris Pratt, just his hair or
He
whatever.
look- he's looking like
you
you
look
have
like
to
you
think-
have his
You have
hair,
to
so
think
it's like
this,
losing
though.
control
He
of his
listens to
life.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, man, I
What-
also
what does that have to do with
listen to, like,
anything?
The Beatles.
That's not Star-Lord.
I listen to like George Harrison, like all those old shit.
Okay,
So, yeah.
out of all of us, he
Well, so do
listens to the
I.
oldest like songs.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I listen to a lot of like.
He does too.
60s
Yeah,
and
he
stuff.
Yeah,
does too.
yeah, sure.
Josh, this is just our way of saying your mom has a tumor in her head. She's gonna die soon.
You know, like okay, so I'm
We
kinda,
know, but you
And
tell
I put it in her.
I'm you what? All right, I just want to go off like on a little thing. So like when I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time, straight up, I thought like the first half of that movie, like when it was like the whole cancer thing, right up until they got into like the spaceship. I thought straight up it was like a car commercial. Like I remember I was telling my brother that, and he was like, "What are they gonna say at the end of that? When your mom dies, you need Chevy." All right, I'm sorry. All right, so now Kody, what do you think? Loki? That's what I heard.
No.
No. Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Fat
Oh,
Thor.
I kind of like that too.
Fat Thor.
I'd see
No.
it as fat. Like he's got power, but he's just fat and
Thanks.
he doesn't want to do
And
anything.
you're sad. deep.
Josh, you
Boys!
literally live in your mom's basement and plan
And
to
you
stay
shop
there.
at Hot Topic.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I
You're
just
sad inside.
I don't buy like the weird shit at Hot Topic. I don't buy like fucking chokers. I just buy like the cool
Yeah,
shirts
that's
there.
true, yeah.
You wear a beanie,
You wear a beanie.
I do. I like beanies, but that doesn't mean Thor
a
wears
black
those.
beanie. I remember that.
So
Alright,
he
well-
said Fat Thor.
I heard the whole discussion. I
Yeah.
think we should move on.
All right, so Kody.
Who do we think
Ah.
Kody? I still think Punisher.
Punisher,
Just 'cause of
yeah.
Bill.
Are we talking about like
Well, that's in the like MCU.
Is it in like the movies? That's what I thought.
Not
we
the
were talking
movies,
about.
but the shows are a part of.
All right.
Well, okay, movies.
Vision. No, I'm just kidding.
I see everything. I'm computer.
Jarvis. Jarvis. You know, I'm not like, not based on looks, but maybe a Rocket.
Rocket.
I can.
Like
Yeah.
kind of just like the
Handy.
humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the humor.
And it's
Yeah,
the way you don't give a shit, really.
Yeah, honestly.
I agree.
that-
Yeah, I
that
agree
fits
with
pretty
that.
well.
Rocket.
Rocket.
Alright.
You know who I?
I like that.
Who's the blue guy?
The blue guy.
Yondu.
Yeah.
Yondu.
No,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
no, not him. The other blue
Miss
guy.
Mystique.
The buff guy that's with them.
What?
The buff guy that's with them.
Drax?
He's
Yeah.
not blue.
Oh,
He's
no,
not
he's
blue.
green. He's like green and red, like
Yeah.
a gray almost.
Oh yeah, he is like a gray.
I was
don't know what
gonna just
thinking.
say.
Wasn't he blue in like the earlier movies though?
No.
I think I know. Like I can kind of see that.
So I was gonna say, for Joey, since he's not
I
here,
was just thinking.
I was gonna say Drax just because of like.
Oh yeah.
Drax, yeah.
Why
Drax
is
is a good
Gamora?
fit.
War is Gamora.
All right, so
Like,
Miles.
just Joey's not dumb like Drax is, but he definitely like in a serious moment will not keep it serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like someone could die and he'd be like, I don't know that money anymore. Like that's something Drax would like no
Oh, yeah.
filter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talk and be funny.
Nothing would go over my head. I would catch it.
So
Myles.
Miles.
Hmm.
Caterpie.
I know what he wants.
He wants
That's
to.
Pokemon.
He wants everyone to say Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I like Ant-Man. He's my favorite
But I-
superhero.
But we gotta go by like
What we?
who
Maybe
he would
Thor.
be.
Your personality. You.
Thor.
I
Maybe
think
Thor.
he's a Black Widow kind of guy.
Big booty.
That's not why I was saying that.
Because Miles got cake.
No.
Miles has a
Maybe-
3-layered
maybe-
wedding cake.
Maybe Thor or Cap.
I'm thinking of someone who like we only saw for one movie, Quicksilver.
Cooks.
Ooh.
Oh, he was in a movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Pietro.
was.
His name wasn't Peter in this one. It was like Pietro or something. Cause they're.
I actually liked him in Age of Ultron.
I know. I wish they wouldn't have killed him.
Like I just liked his cockiness.
That's what I like. Myles,
Like you didn't see me coming. I
I
didn't.
feel
I
like
liked
Myles
it.
isn't super cocky, but he's a nut. Like he has
He's
that
there.
attitude to where it's
Yeah.
like
He's
that's-
there.
Oh,
he's,
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you're Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you're Captain Marvel.
You guys need me. We all need women. in
That's
the
Myles.
movie.
You need me there.
Alright.
Okay, for Sam, not because it's his favorite superhero, but I do say Iron Man 100%.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man. I see him as a Spider-Man.
no,
Spider-Man.
I'd see Iron Man just because
I
the
see
intellectual.
Iron Spider. Let's cut it in
Iron
half.
Spider.
Iron
Alright.
Spider.
I see an Iron Spider.
Not Spider-Man, but
I
not
mean,
Iron Man.
Peter Parker. Like, what did you say, Kody?
The intellectual.
Well, thank you.
That's
Well, I mean, Peter's also like. super
just me
smart.
trying to
Yeah,
get into
that's
your
just
pants.
You don't even need to try. Like,
Oh, shit.
this is weird.
Alright. So Anthony.
Cut it now.
So I say
No.
Iron Spider. Like honestly, it wouldn't be a Spider-Man, it wouldn't be an Iron Man. Iron Spider all the way.
Yeah.
I see you. Yeah, I see you being Iron.
Like, give reasons. We gave reasons for everyone. I want.
Because,
I'm
you're
sticking
kind of
with-
like, I'm not trying to say this to be mean, but like a nerd.
Not.
But you know what I mean,
He's
though, right?
intelligent,
You want to be
but he's also like
Wait.
another like when Iron Man says like I'm Spider-Man, like I feel like that's what
How
Sam
about-
would do.
You see,
like,
he's
he
got
would
the-
just
Hang on,
say
hang
it,
on.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
have
like,
I have a new
I'm
proposition.
gonna hide it from everyone.
I have a new
Yeah.
proposition.
Two
Yeah,
different names.
I couldn't hide it because I'd want people to be jealous.
Yeah.
I have a new proposition.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner.
You know,
Not like offensively, but when you get caffeine, you're kind of a little.
Or when I get mad too.
You know,
like,
But you're also smart.
I'm always mad. That's my secret. No, like I was gonna say he's got like the humor of like Iron Man because like when he was
Yeah.
tucking in his daughters like go to sleep or I'll sell all your toys.
That
That's
would be
something
something you would
Yeah,
say.
but then
Yeah.
he's like Spider-Man.
yeah,
like,
the
because
looks,
just
the like.
the not the attitude, but like there's the personality of Spider-Man, but like the humor of Iron Man.
Yeah.
like
I'm
like
kind
your
of.
mom said, I always have an innocence
Yeah.
when I'm like around, but then when you get to know me, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sticking with Bruce Banner.
All right,
I see all of them.
Anthony.
Anthony now. Well, we said.
I don't
Did
know.
we say
I'm-
Hawkeye?
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna-
that was like when we're kind of
Yeah. Now we're
all
more
over the
into
place.
the
Yeah.
thinking.
All right, so let's go around in the
I
circle.
still see him.
Shit,
At,
hey, we're going around the circle, all right? Because it was kind of all right. So I personally see you as Hawkeye because you're kind of like I'm not
Like the
gonna
way-
say distant,
There's lightning.
but like
Yeah.
kind of keep to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I see it.
We're waiting for Kody for
Skip.
an answer.
Cody skip.
Skip.
Go to
Skip.
Myles.
It's okay. So I have two options for Anthony. One is Hawkeye because of hair. Because obviously,
What?
like Ronan,
He has
like
a
Ronan,
hawk.
Ronan. Okay.
Yeah.
If not Hawkeye, Ronan. I see you as a Ronan because
Wait, who's
he gets
Ronan?
more.
Ronan is hot. They don't. I'm
It's
mad
Haw-
that they did not show that enough in Endgame. But
Yeah,
in
it's
the
But you
Hawkeye.
got, but
He's
you
like-
got the message.
You got the
like,
message.
what
I like
he
how
was
they didn't
at.
stick with
Ronan.
it.
Yeah.
Ronan is the
When he just
When he's
starts
in, like, a
killing
ninja
people.
Yeah,
outfit.
the-
There's
yeah,
a whole
just
like
the
comic,
assassin.
There's a
Yeah.
whole comic
After his
series
family
to it.
disappears and he just goes off killing.
Oh!
He's like
Yeah.
a bloodlust kind of guy
Yeah.
now. He's like trained
That's
more.
right.
Yeah.
He's on a mission now. He's not a team. I
He's
think they should
by
do a
himself.
separate movie for that, like showing what he did. Those
Yeah.
That
Wasn't
was
he
it.
just
I would-
raging? Like,
He's
he was
killing
just,
people.
yeah.
killing
They
people.
should show
man.
like they should show that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
care.
would
But
be
yeah.
alright with that.
But yeah, Ronan for sure for Anthony.
I'd say Ronan.
Ronan for Kody.
I want to say Ragnarok Thor, like
Ooh.
Yeah.
like his style, like
Yeah.
short hair for one.
Yeah.
Like the first version of Thor, he was too serious. Anthony's more like he's gonna make a joke before he beats the crap out of someone.
Yeah.
What did he call the Avengers? What was his like group?
The Revenge.
The Revengers.
Yeah.
That'd be something he'd do too. He wouldn't completely change the name. He'd just
Just
All
put a
right.
R
alter
in
it a
front of
bit.
it.
So let's
Yeah.
go around the circle and tell us like who we would want to.
Who we would wanna be.
Yeah, and then how about if there was gonna be a movie about the Churro Squad, who we would want to play us.
that's a good one. Like as adults or as like this
Wait,
age?
what?
Wait,
As
that-
in a-
Like,
Wait, what?
all right. So if there was a Churro Squad movie, who would play us? And that's like,
like what actor?
yeah. So we're gonna go around the table, like kind of how we did with that, like kind of like you guys would say
Myles is
who.
Rob Schneider.
So we'd go around the.
This
Sorry,
summer
but-
brought to you by Rob Schneider.
How is he gonna get out of this one? So like
Alright.
we'd go around the circle. You guys would say who who would play me. All right.
We'll
so,
do what we just.
Yeah. So I like in the MCU, honestly, probably Star-Lord, because
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. That's kind of cool. All right.
I'm gonna stick with the Human Torch
All right.
because
Okay, which one though? Myles or Chris?
Chris.
Chris.
No, Myles didn't play. It was.
Oh
Michael
shoot!
B.
It was,
Jordan.
yeah, Michael B. Jordan. Sorry.
I forgot he was even.
All right.
Still Chris.
Miles.
Ah, that's a hard one.
No, it's who
are
you-
we saying just the actors
who-
in the Marvel?
No, no.
Who you want to be as a
Who you want?
superhero?
What superhero you want to be?
Yeah. Who do you think?
Oh, what superhero I want to be?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Ant-Man.
All right. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So, when I was like first watching Marvel, I always wanted to say Iron Man, but like after seeing Tom Holland, I want to say Spider-Man for me just because I don't want to be like super into like have a freaking business and all that stuff. I want to be more like mind my business, but also be kind of fun with it.
Yeah.
This is who you want to be.
Who you?
Yeah. Who you would want to be in the MCU?
Shazam.
Thanos.
What villain?
Korg.
Hi, my name is Corey.
Deadpool.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Deadpool.
Oh well. Yeah. Shit.
I
You
can see
just
that.
changed the game.
Yeah. Oh,
That works out because like Deadpool and Spider-Man do a lot of stuff together. It could be like
fuck.
me and Anthony could
Bug.
be like a duo.
All right. So now we're gonna see.
Not like
I'm looking
homosexual
through actors
either.
because I need to.
So who would play us? All right. Who would play me? We're gonna go around in a circle. All right.
But actors like, I don't know. That's hard.
I know a lot of actors.
Yeah.
I know
same.
quite a bit.
All right.
I
So
don't.
who
I cannot remember the
who do you
names.
think would
I know
play
their
me?
face. Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Fat.
Did you see that new? 1 second.
What's his name? Jonah Hill.
And the new Superman is Jonah Hill. Fuck.
Really? Jonah Hill?
I'd see it.
All right. Miles?
What? Oh, for you?
Yeah.
I already said Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt?
This will come off as offensive, but I think you would like it. Chris Farley.
Chris Farley?
Yeah. Just
Maybe a slimmer one.
yeah, but other than that, Jonah Hill, I can see it. Like he lost a lot of weight. Jonah
Yeah,
Hill
he
and
did.
so did Josh.
Robert.
shit
Robert.
together.
Or not Robert. Robin.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh my
Robin
God.
Williams.
Robin Williams? Really?
Yep.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna wait for a real answer. Really?
That is my.
How about someone who's alive? Same for you, Sam.
I said Jonah Hill at the end of mine.
If Robin Williams was still alive, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really not know any actors? How about Jack Black?
Yeah,
That's what I was just thinking.
Jack Black.
I
I
seriously
think that
was.
fits pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Jack Black, yeah.
So we
Alright.
got Jack Black for Josh.
We all know Kody.
Jablinski Gaming.
We all know Kody?
Yeah, Seth
Seth
Rogen.
Rogen.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like I get.
Have
that
you
he's
seen
old.
him
He looks
recently?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's like gray.
His hair got long and he's got a huge beard.
Maybe
Yeah.
if Seth Rogen had like brown hair.
Maybe if Seth Rogen didn't let himself go.
I mean, if I had that much money, I'd be fine with it.
I mean, all he does is sit at home, make these little like ashtrays, and smokes pot.
All right, Miles. Who would play Miles?
Rob Schneider.
I don't know what he looks like.
Here, let me. Oh my
Oh,
God.
he's
like,
wait, Rob Schneider. He's the guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I
Seth
saw
Rogen.
that.
Holy
himself
shit,
go.
he looks like a
Isn't Rob Schneider the guy
He
who
looks
plays
like
Science
Castaway.
Museum?
He looks like he's
No,
been through
no,
World
that's Ben
War III.
Stiller.
Ben
That could
Stiller,
be.
sorry.
Hold on, let me pull up a picture.
Rob Schneider.
maybe
Rob
Ben
Schneider.
Affleck.
I just can't
Ooh.
remember names.
I like Ben.
Like that's my one problem. Like
Ben Affleck.
you tell me your name,
Ben
What's it
Affleck.
say?
3 seconds later I'm gonna
Say
forget.
like the actor who played this or whatever.
Ben Affleck. I like that.
I have to like look at him because I can't.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Oh, he played
No,
Benchwarmers.
He's
yeah.
in Benchwarmers. He's in
Yeah.
Grown Ups.
What is
No,
his
what-
name?
That's Rob Schneider.
That's Rob
Yeah.
Schneider.
Oh, the hey.
Wait, no.
In Grown Ups, he's the one that has like the 2 hot dogs.
Michael
Oh,
Richards.
yeah.
Michael Richards. It's Kramer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would work
Like
too.
90s Kramer, dude. There you go.
So we have Jack Black, Seth Rogen, Kramer,
Yep.
I think we'll go with that.
Kramer. This is gonna be like
and
the
then
dream team right here. All right, so Sam, probably Tom Holland,
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Thank you.
Honestly, just
That's
just
America's
the
ass.
flow, man.
Tom Cruise.
It's just the flow.
Kody.
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
James Franco.
Yes.
James Franco.
James Franco.
Oh, there's this one guy.
Yeah.
He was in Game
I
of
agree.
Thrones. It kind of reminds me of you.
Peter Dinklage.
Screw you.
The Hound. No, his name in the show. His name is Podrick. Podrick Payne. I can't remember.
Hodor.
Hodor. Yes.
Hodor.
Here, I'll have to look up what the fuck his name was.
Fucking Hodor. Anthony.
Meaton?
Yeah.
Zachary Levi. He played Shazam.
Yes. Yeah, him. I was just about to ask you, like, what's the guy who plays Shazam? I would say him.
Zachary Levi. Yeah,
I haven't seen Shazam.
it's good. I like it. Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I have to look up this character's name because he.
Hodor.
I was thinking
Hodor.
We're not there yet. Wait.
Hugh Jackman.
Huge Ackman.
Dude, I guess
Daniel Portman.
What?
Huge
Ack-
Ackman.
I don't know. Maybe without the beard.
What the frick?
I can see that.
What the fuck?
Without the beard a little bit.
What? Who?
I can see it.
if we're
He's in
talking
Game of
like
Thrones.
not always like an actor, easy.
All right. So for Anthony.
Easy, he died of AIDS.
Thanks,
shit.
Cody.
Thanks for the reminder. Right?
He died.
Thanks for the update on
Too
Easy's
easy.
health status.
We should do that every podcast. We'll see how easy he's doing.
Easy update? He did. Oh,
What was
shit.
that? What was that?
Maybe try again tomorrow.
XX and Temptation Island's, like page or whatever, like his health status still dead.
It was a Twitter page. It was XXX Tentacion health updates, and they tweet, he's still dead.
Oh, all right. So
That's fucking great.
for him, I'm trying to think of who would play him.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Zachary Levi, dude. Played Shazam.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, so now we're gonna go around and say who who
I say
we'd
Ryan
want.
Reynolds.
For Anthony.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds, yeah, probably.
Ryan Reynolds or Zachary Levi? Someone funny.
Channing Tatum.
So you're calling him dumb.
No, just because
You're calling me.
A stripper?
What's that?
Yeah.
what's
Stripper.
that one
Was he
guy?
actually?
Yeah.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Isn't he
Who's that one
black?
actor? And this is the
Isn't-
end.
No, I was thinking of Magic Johnson or the basketball player.
Oh, Danny McBride?
Yeah.
Oh,
me his bitch.
Danny DeVito. Oh no! How about
What about Joey?
You know, this isn't like racist
The
or
Rock.
anything, but you know who I can see Jaden being?
who?
Craig Robinson.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
All right, so
Like, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
we're gonna go around the circle
Dude,
now and say
Danny-
who we
But
want.
wait, we forgot Joey.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
shit.
Glenn Howerton, the guy who plays Dennis. Dennis on It's Always Sunny.
I don't know.
No. He's not crazy enough.
Hey,
Yes,
I
he
don't know
is.
I don't know his name. He's from Grown Ups. He's the really like pale guy who gets in a full body cast.
Yeah.
Ed Holmes.
Oh, shoot.
What's his
What's his
name?
name?
Is he playing?
That's Joey, you said?
I just picture it because he'd do something stupid.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Is that the guy who plays Andy in The Office?
No, that's Ed Helms.
Yeah. All right. No, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie.
I don't know.
Will Ferrell probably.
Yeah, I'd say Will.
For Joey?
Denzel Washington.
Joey, yeah, Will Ferrell.
Denzel
So
Washington.
we go from Joey being a psychopath
Oh,
actor
Shaquille
to
O'Neal.
Samuel Jackson.
to an action movie actor.
All right.
Black.
Samuel Jackson.
All right. So now
That's mine.
let's go around the circle and say who we would want to play us.
Okay.
Probably
Josh.
Chris Pratt. Like not like pre Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt, so he's a bit chubby. Like Parks and Rec Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I love it.
Wait, so we're
this is
choosing.
random, but I love when he takes the briefcase in that like deleted scene and he slides over.
I remember like when he was looking up like I looked up your symptoms online. It says you have internet connectivity issues. All right, so Kody,
I'm sticking with Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
So we have Chris.
So
Pratt.
we're choosing what we want, what actor we want to.
Yeah.
Bug just made me freak out.
Michael Richards.
Paul Rudd.
I
Paul
didn't say
Rudd.
that. The dude likes acting.
Maybe with an afro
I like
and
Paul
glasses. Yeah, I could see it. If Paul Rudd had an afro and
Rudd.
glasses.
Paul Rudd, or he's off his Step Brothers. It's not Will Ferrell, but
Oh yeah,
guy.
the other guy.
Oh, John C. Riley.
Is that
Yeah.
good? I don't know.
I could see like maybe a younger one of that guy.
Oh yeah.
There's a music video he's in for Lil Dicky, and he plays God. And I went to the cast list, and it just says like all the people they're playing, like Lil Dicky himself, this woman playing as woman number 1, John C. Riley, God.
All right, so Sam.
So Kirsten has told me that I look like Grant Gustin sometimes when I do my hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The same way. Who plays the flat? And if anyone's listening and they're gonna say I'm not hot enough to do that, I'm going off what someone else said.
Who's the guy who's
Oh,
on The Office?
The Office.
Yeah.
John Krasinski.
Is that?
Jim.
Yeah.
She's also told me that.
I think you really like. I don't know why, but like one day you're like in the office at school, and like I just looked through the window and like just the way you did your hair that day or something.
My
and,
hair
like, just
really does look like his.
like it looked. I don't know. It looked like a freaking. I don't know. It looked like him. I thought he was in the.
So we have
Office.
I'd say Grant Gustin or John Krasinski. Probably more John Krasinski because of his like the way he acts.
Yeah.
Grant Gustin, he's like more serious.
So we have Chris Pratt, Seth Rogen, John C. Riley, and
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
And then Anthony.
Who would you want to play you?
Is it Jeremy Renner? Is that his name?
For Hawkeye?
Yeah. I say-
Dwayne Johnson.
Nope.
I
He
say.
can play everyone.
Adam
dude,
Can you
Sandler.
raise
Okay.
your eyebrow?
It's,
Okay.
Seeing
Can you
Zac Efron in the
Please don't say Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Like
He's
how
basic.
like I feel like he's such a good actor.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I thought like I don't know. Like
1 minute he's
Like
singing
I felt
in a
like
high
that
school
really
gym to now
I
he's
felt like that
murdering a
really
bunch of
proved
women.
like his acting. And I felt like he would just like nail anyone down.
Like
So
Like what?
why not
Nail
him?
anyone down.
Hey, okay.
so Zac Efron for you.
Yep.
All right, so just wanted to say this. I was thinking about this the entire time, and like we were talking about Marvel movies. Did you know that the guy who plays Mac in It's Always Sunny and the guy who played Glenn Howard, or the guy who played Dennis, Glenn Howerton, they both tried out for Star-Lord?
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
I heard about that.
You know
Yeah.
John Krasinski tried out for Captain America,
Really?
and then he saw Chris Hemsworth dressed up as Thor, and he goes, "No, I'm not doing this." Because he was like, not. He's a pretty buff guy, but he's not Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Black tried out for Green Lantern.
All right, let's kill some aliens.
Hear the ring.
But hey, if you guys have you guys ever seen Tag?
Seen Tag?
Tag.
That's a good movie.
That
So
is a good
Jeremy Renner in that movie is Anthony.
Yeah, if we were playing a game of Tag, Anthony
Would be a straight up Jeremy Renner.
he'd go all out. Like
Wait,
most of
oh,
us would
yeah,
be like
wait.
trying to live our lives.
Oh.
You've seen it.
He's the one who's never been tagged, right?
He's the one
Yeah.
who's never been
Yeah,
tagged,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
takes the game so serious.
Like
Yeah.
strictly serious.
Like we would still try to live on our lives and play the game. Anthony would be like, no,
yeah.
he would not. He would not have a family because he'd want to keep the video. No offense, but that's your dedication
Yeah.
to the game.
All right. So,
We're at an
No.
hour and 14 minutes right now.
We're still going hard.
all right.
Are we?
I don't know.
I feel
I mean,
like
we still have the question.
You wanna-
I know. You want to ask your question.
I think we should just go on to Josh's closing question.
All right,
Call it
so
good, 'cause
remember-
this has been a pretty filled podcast.
Yeah. All right. So remember,
Lots.
you're the one who ends it. So it's do-do-do-do-do while I'm still doing the hi-hat thing. Ready? Shut up.
Myles, you ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
And this week's ending fucked up question with Josh.
Do-do.
All right. I need to open up my iPad.
We're getting better, boys. We're getting better.
All right. All right. So, you are the CEO of a fast food chain that's on the brink of bankruptcy. All right. You get a message from one of your meat distributors, and it says that the last shipment of meats that you got were tainted with something that causes food poisoning, and your shipment was refunded entirely. The meat company is unable to send you more meat because they are investigating the issue, and they don't have the meat to send you, so you have to buy it from another company. That's why they refunded it. All right, so here's the catch: the food poisoning won't take effect until 12 days after the person has eaten the meat. So, you can do one of two things. You can A, tell the managers of each chain to throw out all their meat, and you can buy another shipment. Or you can B, not tell anyone about the message and sell the tainted meat and use the refund money to save your company. So after 12 days, like the people who are eating the tainted meat won't know.
They won't know where it came from.
Yeah, but then again, that's still on your conscience that you.
Unless it's a vegan
Josh,
who
these
just
aren't
goes, I'll
fucked
try
up
it
enough."
once.
Hey, the last one was really fucked up. All right, I wanted to back away from that a little
Yeah,
bit.
we should like.
No.
Hey, just answer the fucking question. I
The-
worked really hard on this.
Fucking your mom was not fucked up enough. It was.
What?
You know what? I mean,
What
I-
the
it was,
heck?
it was
About
fucked
Anthony.
up. No, it was fucked up, but it was obviously a no.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of made it more like
How about this? We just go with this question, then the next podcast can be.
I'll try to. I'm not really a fucked up person. Like.
Your first one with a gorilla and a knife, and you're losing your pee-pee or getting banged by a gorilla.
On live television?
Yeah, on live television, like
Until you look
you
up
couldn't
the
go.
gorilla's pee-pee size.
It was hard to think about. This one,
This one's hard to think about. You're either like, infecting
you're
a
just
lot of people.
infecting the
or
people,
saving your
A lot of
or you're
people.
saving.
What means more to you?
But still, it's not fucked up.
Well-
I mean, this is just an everyday situation.
No, this does not
That's
happen to every day.
Okay, not every day, but some people.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Didn't
Alright,
it
I'll
happen
try
recently
harder
to,
next
like,
time.
lettuce?
Just answer the fucking question, alright? What would you do?
I don't know.
I'm not eating the meat, so I'll fucking keep it.
Why?
Cause I'd know not to eat the meat.
Okay, but that's still like on your
But
conscience.
still, I'm getting the money.
Alright.
That I'm
Well, I
saving.
guess we know what, your true colors come out.
It's your fucking fault for eating the meat.
What do you mean?
Everyone gets food poisoning.
Okay, but then like those people will be like, oh man,
That restaurant sucks.
maybe they might think
It's
man,
not the restaurant.
They
it's
wouldn't
the
know
meat.
if it's 12 days later, so they wouldn't know who to blame. So another company
Exactly.
could get blamed for it.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
another company, but like
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
maybe some people might associate that with your company, so they're gonna be like, I'm never fucking going there again, or something like that. So something like that could go down.
Like someone could find out.
But
Well,
it's 12 days later.
I know, but
You
some
eat a lot of things in 12 days.
Unless they go on.
But that's crazy if you. Like,
some-
The last
some
thing you eat
religions-
is
Crazy.
meat, and then you wait 12 days without eating anything, and then
You will get
food
sick.
poisoning. Yeah, you get sick either way.
well, I think some religions like fast for like a week.
But that's 7.
That's
not-
7
Well, I
days.
mean, still like it's something like that.
That thing's gonna pop off. Smack
So-
Myles in the face.
I would say, like, yeah. I mean, if it was to the point where nobody would find out, okay.
But that's
I'm
not
just saying-
guaranteed.
Okay, if that's not guaranteed, no, I couldn't have that. Like, I don't know.
But I feel like
I'm
no one
also
would
thinking
find
about it on my conscience that I might have killed like a couple people. Like,
Well, it's
maybe,
food poisoning. They just get really sick.
Yeah, they just get
I'd
really
do it.
sick.
like,
I mean,
what
I
if it did kill someone?
If someone had like a
It'd be
weird
very
medical
rare.
condition, but why would they be eating like processed?
and it
foods?
might not be. You wouldn't know that it's your meat.
I'd
They're not
sell
gonna
the
tell
meat.
you what they ate in 12 days. Oh, it was
True.
my meat.
I'd sell the meat.
I don't know, man.
You'd sell the meat.
I'd sell the meat.
Do you want to explain, or is that just it?
Well, people can eat my rancid meat.
Alright. That's why you're Rocket.
So,
I guess
No
I,
second thought. Just eat the rancid meat. I don't care.
I don't know. Like it would bother me. It would bother
how
me
about we
a
spice
lot.
it up a little bit? How about this?
By the way,
That-
The meat is your meat.
Not food poisoning. How about mad cow disease?
Jesus. All right.
Okay, no.
What's mad cow disease?
I'll do it.
You
Do you get black spots?
get really angry at cows.
I'd still do
I
it.
don't like the way they're mooing at me.
Are you making
Saying
that up?
something.
Yeah, because I know a little bit, but I'm not. I don't want to say something and
I'd
then
still
like be
do it.
What's
epic.
epilepsy?
I'd still do it.
I think you told me what epilepsy
They
was.
can eat the rancid meat. That's their fault.
If I pass someone that's like puking, and I'm like, if I pass
that
someone
was
I'm just
like,
gonna answer the question.
One
No
second.
matter if it was what.
Well, if it's mad cow disease, we want to know what mad cow disease is.
Read it.
what were you thinking, Sam?
For either one, like, it
If
doesn't matter.
if
what
you
it is.
eat it,
Yeah.
it gives you blue waffle.
It's not real.
But if blue waffle was real, and you eat the meat, and people were getting blue waffle everywhere, and it's the
All right,
second
so
that they eat the meat, your
mad
meat
cow-
is blue.
Mad cow disease leads to dementia and death.
Yeah,
And
no.
disease is marked by
But
rapid
it's
mental
rare.
deterioration, usually within a few months. Most people eventually lapse into a coma.
Jesus.
All right,
No.
so-
they'll go crazy
But
and then
Is
die.
it still 12 day?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
No.
okay, but people will die like children.
I
know,
wouldn't
it's-
know
you
if it was from my meat.
You know, that's.
Yes,
It
yes,
goes-
you would.
How
How?
many cases of mad cow disease do you
It's
see
super
running
rare.
around? Yeah.
I
So, like,
know,
if
but,
someone
like-
died, really,
But
like,
is it guaranteed that they're gonna get mad cow disease after
Yes.
this 12 days?
100%.
Yes,
100%.
100%.
They
They
will
will
get
get
it.
mad
If it was,
disease.
if it was
It's
like
not-
food poisoning, something they would get like kind of like they'll throw up. They'll feel better in a day. Yeah, heck yeah, we'll do it. It's just
Okay,
a day.
I'd
It's not
keep it-
put them through like.
I'd keep it for a while. I'd cut down this population. We need it.
Okay, so you're like
That's
on
what
a
I
different
said
level
earlier.
of like so.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, the population needs to go down.
Yeah.
So like, all right. So let's throw in another.
But then
mix,
I think
alright?
after a while, like once we hit like, not billions. But like,
All right, so
after a while.
I'm thinking like, all right,
Change it.
so
Frickin'
your
Thanos over
family
here.
is depending on you for support. All right, so if you lose this job, you're fucked basically. So
I'm moving with mommy and buy Lego Star Wars Lego kit.
all right, so you
I
can
buy the
either
Millennium Falcon.
so you can have people die or you can save your company. That's basically what it boils down to.
Why can't I have both?
But wait, I have a lot of money already though. Is it a huge?
Wait, no, it
Is there an answer where I can just take the money from the refund and just go
1 second, no.
to Puerto Rico or some shit?
It'd be you save your company, but a lot of people
I
die.
feel like we can get
Or-
around this one.
Okay,
we can
but
get around this one. You can't get around a fucking gorilla and cut off
just
his dick.
answer the fucking question, all right?
Seriously.
Stop thinking about it.
I did.
But
I'd cut down the population.
all right.
Give us all what we want.
So we don't trust you with anything anymore. All right, Kody, how about you?
I'm gonna cut down the population.
All right, Myles.
No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't kill someone like that.
I
That's
can.
fucked.
But it's
I-
not you doing
But it's
it
not you
directly.
doing
I know,
it.
but that would be on my mind. I would be like,
But you would save your
I
company.
mean, yes, you could
I
stop
don't
it.
care. It's
But you'd
saving a
save,
company,
like-
killing
Miles
like
is
multiple people.
a decent person with a half-assed heart.
Maybe I'd do like half and half. And it'd be like, hey, only this half of the shipment was bad. So just throw that one out, and then we can buy.
Send that to Africa.
Just saying. Also, reminder: Josh works at Big B.
Yeah.
I'll go to Big B. They got rancid
Shut
shit.
up.
You heard that from Josh.
Big B.
Nope.
Go to Starbucks.
Hey, if you guys
We're
ever
not
want like,
sponsored, but we just hate Big B.
we
Be happy.
One thing that I think really cool is that we have that I don't think we ever brought
Blow
up
me.
before. This is like nothing to do with what we've been talking about.
This is
But
the end of
we
the
all-
podcast.
Yeah, just real quick, we all have matching jackets, so you can distinctively tell who we are in public, probably. 'cause
That's we
it's
told
pretty
that in the
cool.
last one.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
I don't
All right.
remember
So
that.
what would you do, Sam?
Mine just came in today. Baby blue.
No matter what, I would have to like not sell it because I just have. At first, I'm always like, screw people, you know?
Yeah.
I don't care. But then once I hear of something happening that's
Yeah.
related to it, I get like mad. Like,
But
if
it's
I'm rude to
12
some,
days.
I know, but if I'm even rude to someone, and like I just immediately I feel bad about it. Even if
Yeah.
I just don't like that person, I'll be like, God, I feel kind of like
Yeah.
that's not who I am.
don't.
So I couldn't do it. That's my answer.
All right.
How would you get this mad cow disease after 12 days? Like,
You
you
eat
had
it.
to have taken a crap within 12 days.
It's just the way it affects your body.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
It's
you
just
know,
sitting
the
in there,
nutrients are in your like
and then
bloodstream.
finally it just...
Or I don't know how. Listen, I failed biology. All right.
That's like you could have a cold. You could be sick right now. You could have the flu, but you're not showing symptoms yet.
Yeah, he is.
But it will once it starts like getting into your butt. Like once it starts
Yeah.
hitting certain spots in your
I
body.
see. Like my poison ivy.
Speaking of
I
the
have poison ivy.
yeah,
I have we said that? I mean, you said something about Country Living.
Yeah, Country Living 2 is
Country
out.
Living 2 is coming out soon.
It'll
I
be
just-
out.
It'll be out
It'll
when
be
this.
out when they watch.
I
this.
have. Oh yeah, that's true. I have to finish the
We're very
second
confused
half
on the time.
right now, but yeah, I have poison ivy all down the left side of my arm and the the left side of my body. I
On
don't
his
know why I
nipple?
said- and my nipple. That's gone.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that cleared
Your
up right
nipple's
away.
gone.
No,
Oh my god.
the bite next to my nipple, but you will see the part where I
He hugs a tree.
get poison ivy.
You
And-
should have seen like it was when he was like it was like in the lumberjack part kind of when
Yep.
the Russian told us to cut down the tree and Anthony just kind of walks up and tries to pull it out but passes out.
Right
That's when he
there.
got it.
Like I've had,
You can see
had
the leaves on
Yeah.
the tree, like
Yeah.
along the side.
I've had poison ivy before, and I think it was just from a log, and like it was just down the right side of my arm, but it was super light. But like, it was like in my armpit, and my armpit was like raw, like it was
Oh, yeah, I saw
so gross, and
Walked around like this.
and like I feel like nothing helps than the shot and the pills, like for me.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, use this soap, use this spray, use this, use that.
Benadryl.
And like I feel the stinging, but I don't feel it. Like I just feel like it's just stopping the itch,
Yeah.
but it's not getting rid of it. And then I took the shot. Literally the next day, it wasn't like that red anymore, and today it looks a lot better. I'm still kind of itchy, but
I feel really bad because that was kind of my idea. I was like, hey, why don't you just kind
I don't know
of act
how
like
you-
you're
how
pulling
do
out the
you
tree?
not- How do you not know?
Because I'm like immune to that shit, so I don't really watch out for that.
So
No,
if you
Josh
haven't-
Josh isn't immune. He just doesn't go outside.
If
Yeah.
that's if you
That's also
haven't.
immunity. I mean, in its own
If
way.
you haven't seen Country Living 2, I think I deserve it. So go watch
Yeah.
that and put it on trending number 1 because shit hurts.
So,
Acting hurts, dude.
Alright.
we're at an
Alright,
hour
let's
and
wrap this
27
shit up.
minutes.
Yeah.
We should-
All right.
So
Let's wrap it up.
subscribe if you're not. Hit the bell icon. Give us a like,
Follow us on
check
Instagram.
around your surroundings before you record.
and we'll see you guys
I'm
whenever
sorry,
we
Jim.
see you.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Bye.